Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 5-8. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. Was checking my message. Okay, I usually post the link for appearing on camera with me. Somehow it showed up twice. Interesting. Anyway, I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link. Apparently, I've got two links on the Facebook page. I don't know, but it's on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. If you see that link, you can click on it, and I'll bring you on right after I do the weather. So let's get started with the word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services. So you can just go up and down the page, see what is being offered by local nonprofits, the city, county, and state. You might even find a place or two to volunteer at if that's what you're looking for. All right, so as always, the page starts out with the American Red Cross. They have some really good classes. You can learn how to save lives. They have some classes that are online, some are in person, some are a combination of the two. Some of the online only classes are adult, child, and baby first aid. They have advanced child care training, um, first aid for opioid overdoses. Here's two free classes, one in English, water safety for parents and caregivers, and then seguridad en el agua para padres y cuidadores, and that's water safety for parents and caregivers in Spanish. They're both free, so check it out. Go to durhamskywriter.com and then click on the word page and you'll see it. Okay, let's see what's happening with the libraries. With it being Thursday, that means that the Durham County libraries, all of them, are open until 6. Tomorrow, they reopen at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10. And now let's check. There's a lot on this page, but I just usually check just a choice few. And of course, you are more than welcome to check out the page for yourself and see all the different services and programs that are listed. Now, Durham Tech has the Durham Tech Small Business Center. It's actually downtown. It used to be on campus over there by Durham Tech, but now it's at 701 West Main Street in that beautiful Chesterfield building. It's on the second floor. They have their own parking lot, and they do have in-person classes and expos and activities. Nothing until I think the end of the month. I'm still scrolling. There's so much on this page. Let's see. The next in-person event is that next week, May 28th. That's that's in 3 weeks. Okay. But let me tell you about classes that are being offered across the state. They're all free. They're offered by the different community colleges and the small business centers. So they're totally free. Usually they're live, as far as I know. I don't know if they're all live, but all the ones that I have attended, they're live, and that makes it really fun because then you get to ask questions and get them answered right there in real time. So let's see, today is what, the 8th? Let's see, here's a class, Dynamite Marketing on a Firecracker Budget. That's this afternoon from 2 until 3. So you can click on that link. You can go ahead and register for that free class and be ready to take notes. Facebook Shops and Facebook Marketplace. That class will be offered tonight from 6 until 7:30. And here's another one. Reach customers online with Google. And that's going to be from 6 until 8. And last but not least, here's a class, Event Marketing Made Easy, Best Practices and Live Demo. That's going to be from 7 until 8. And Crystal from the Warrenist, if you're watching, you might want to take that class because she does an excellent job. She's in Warrenton. And actually, if you're interested in Warren County, Warrenton, you want to find out what's happening, check out the Warrenist and find it on YouTube and also Facebook. And Crystal has her own spot, and she puts on special events. So that's why I was trying to channel messages to Crystal so that she can take this free class. And if you are interested in putting on your own events, um, I wonder if they have online event training too. Interesting. I might have to check this out. But anyway, that's going to be tonight, totally free from 7 until 8. All righty. Let me check score real quick before I go to the to your health page. Because score, you can literally save lives by donating blood. Oops, I'm thinking of American Red Cross. I'm thinking of the health page. Okay, score. Service Corps of Retired Executives. They help people like you and me who want to start businesses, who have already started a business and want to improve. So they have, this is so funny that my mind is elsewhere. But anyway, SCORE has free in person and online classes, just like Durham Tech, and they help people to learn how to run a business, how to make money, how to market, etc. So today is the 8th. Let's see if they have anything going on today. Boy, they have a lot of classes nowadays. Boy, wow. There were a lot of classes yesterday, but nothing today. So they won't have another event until next Tuesday. And I'll be sure to tell you about it on next Monday. Okay. Now, since my mind seems to be so eager to go to the To Your Health page, let's go to the To Your Health page, which starts out with information about COVID 19, which has never left us. Actually, at the very, very top of the page, you'll see picture of ambulances. You can click and you'll be transported to another page where you will see the addresses and phone numbers for all of the emergency departments of hospitals and also urgent care clinics. You know, I'm from Chicago. I don't remember seeing urgent care clinics in Chicago, but it's a great idea. And we have a bunch of them here in Durham where if you are hurt, someone you know, maybe someone on the street or whatever, they fell down, hurt themselves or whatever, and you don't want to take them to the hospital. Maybe you don't think it's that big a deal, like life challenging. So you can go to an urgent care clinic and get some help. I got some help with my sciatica. My doctor couldn't fit me in. She had her schedule was all full, and she said, "Well, try to go to one of the urgent care clinics." So I did. And the one I went to is connected with Duke, so I was able to get some medications to help me with my sciatica, and it was great. It was really great. You don't even have to wait for a long time. A long time. Well, it's urgent care, so obviously they're not going to make you wait for too long. So check that out. That's on the To Your Health page of the Durham Skywriter. Now let us see. Wait a minute. Today's Thursday, which means today NAMI Durham is going to have their stress and anxiety support group for African Americans. NAMI, NAMI, that stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So on Thursdays, online from 7 until 8:30, Black folks get together, talk about things. A lot of times folks, push down your fears, your challenges, your insults, your things you're going through. Sometimes you feel alone. It really bothers you. So this is a really good way for Black folks to get together and air out some of these challenges and to get some resources. It's just not an airing out event. Someone from NAMI Durham will be there offering information, offering resources so you can feel better and get on with your life. And whatever's discussed in that room stays in that room. So that is room, I'm speaking, I forget the word. But anyway, it's from 7 until 8:30 this evening. It's free, and it is run by NAMI Durham. All right. Now, let us go to see if the American Red Cross will have a blood drive, which I mentioned earlier. So let's see. Today's the 8th. Yes, there's a blood drive. It starts in 45 minutes. They will have a crew over at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, 3902 Barini Drive. And that's in the Parkwood community. I've seen that actually, if I'm not mistaken. I think Unless I'm getting my churches mixed up. I better not. I better not say. I might be getting that. You know what? I think I might be confusing them with another church. But let me just give you the address: 3902 Barini Drive. Put on your GPS and make sure that I'm not giving you the wrong information. But yes, they will have a crew out there from 1 until 6, and then you can donate blood and help save lives. They'll have another crew at Mount Sylvan UMC. That church is at 5731 North Roxborough Road, and they will be there at Mount Sylvan from 1 until 6. Now, tomorrow, they'll have a crew at the Streets at South Point Mall, 6910 Fayetteville Road from noon until 6. And I'll remind you about that tomorrow. Now, let me check the blood connection because they do pretty much the same thing. They accept donations of blood so they can help save lives. So let's see. They do have something going on today. Okay. So, blood connection will be at the YMCA, the one that's downtown, 218 West Morgan Street from 3 until 5:30 today. All righty. Now let's let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Let's go to the Senior Scope page. A little slow here. Okay, let me click on that. Speaking of Senior Scope, the Durham Senior Games, they end today. So sad to see them go. But yeah, the big celebration where they hand out the ribbons and they pretty much say goodbye for the year. And that's going to be at Holton. That's going to be today. I think at is it 6:30 or 7:30? Wait, let me see. I don't know if I have it written down or not. Usually I have, where's my schedule? I had my senior game schedule right here on my desk. Let me check my schedule. Don't have it written down. Let me check under my little pile of papers here on my desk. It's going to be this evening, either case. You can probably find it easily on Facebook or just type Durham Senior Games and you'll probably see. Let's see. That's something else. And I am very proud to say that senior pharmacists, they're the lead. No, it's not here. The lead sponsor for the Durham Senior Games. Very excited about that. It was a great thing. I hope to connect the two. The city, Durham Parks and Recreation, and senior pharmacists. Very proud of that. But anyway, let's see what's happening since I'm on the senior page at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is at 406 Rigsby Avenue, and that's downtown. They're open weekdays. Now, on certain evenings, like Tuesdays and Thursdays, for example, they are open until 7:30, which means suppose you're still working, you're a senior, 55 plus, still working, you want to blow off some steam on the way home. Maybe you've had a frustrating day, so you can go to the Durham Center for Senior Life. Today's Thursday, so they're open until 7:30. You can go to the computer lab and maybe type out some angry emails or whatever. You can go to one of the workout rooms, work on they have those workout machines. They've got the big bouncy ball thingies, and just enjoy burning off some steam so you can go home relaxed. So let's see what's happening today. Now it is Thursday, so today, Kings in the Corner and Pinochle both started at noon a few minutes ago, and they'll both be holding games all the way through 7 o'clock this evening. So if you like to play cards, there you go. Let's see, African Drumming, 12:30, bring your own drum. Thursday Bible study, bring your own Bible, 12:30. Afternoon bingo at 1. Open art studio from 1 until 3. Work on your art piece, whatever art you choose. The Arthritis Foundation exercise program is at 2:15. The acrylic painting with Steve, that's $10 from 4 until 6. Everything else is free though. The fitness center and the tech lab, like I said, they're both open for drop-ins from 5 until 7:30, which is awesome. Also, they're going to have cardio and more from 5:30 until 6:15. Now, tomorrow morning, they're going to have muscle pump at 8:40, Open studio at 9, from 9 to 12:30. Total body workout at 10. Ping pong at 10. And don't forget, oh, they have this free workshop on Fridays. I think that just ended. Yeah, that just ended. Okay, now they have a theater at the Durham Center for Senior Life. That means they have matinees. They have matinees on Mondays and Fridays, which is great. So you can sit in the theater. It's an actual theater. It's like a mini theater. So cute. They have free popcorn. You can just sit and enjoy a nice movie. So what are they showing tomorrow? Let's see. Today's the 8th. So tomorrow they will be showing Becoming. I think I've heard of that one. I'm not sure what it's about. But yeah, they're showing Becoming tomorrow at 12:30. So be ready to relax and enjoy a nice flick. Now let me check the special events and see if there's something going on. Now when I was there just a little while ago, there was a lovely singing group there, and it was just so sweet. But let me see what's happening this let's see special events today and tomorrow. Let's see. Today's the 8th. Let's see. Let me see. 8th. There it is. So, whoa. White smoke rises above the Sistine Chapel. The Cardinals have chosen a new pope. Oh, I wonder who it is. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you what's happening. That was a pop up on my iPad. I am so curious. Let me check my phone real quick. Let me just see. I have to do this. Let me check the news break. Let me check the news break app. Let's see. hmm Wow, death and destruction. Let me. I might have to check. Oh wait, WRAL news. Let me check WRAL. Let me see if they have it. White smoke pours out of the Sistine Chapel, signaling the election of a new pope 1 minute ago. Whoa! So let me click on it. Let's see, who is it? Who is it? Come on. Let's see. The crowd erupted in cheers. The name will be announced later. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out who the new pope is really soon. I am so eager to find out. Okay, let me continue because I don't want to waste your time. I do apologize. That's exciting news. Okay, let's see. What am I checking? The special events at the Durham Center for Senior Life. Ooh, Barb's going to join us. Okay, bring you on right after the weather. Okay, let me hurry now. Let's see. The caregiver support group will be meeting at 12:30. That's in a few minutes. If you happen to be downtown or real close to the senior center, you can zip over there, park in the parking lot real quick, and run inside and attend the caregiver support group and get some really good resources. Because being a caregiver is very challenging. Now tomorrow they're going to have a spring magic show. That should be so fun. From noon until 12:30 in the theater. Wayne Harhus from Maximum Magic Academy. He will be wowing the crowd with a magic show. That's going to be fun. That's going to be tomorrow at noon. Also tomorrow in the morning from 10 until 11:30 they're going to have the Mother's Day tea. So if you're a mom, grandmother, great grandmother, or you've been playing the role of mother in someone's life, then yeah, join the Mother's Day tea tomorrow at 10 o'clock. You do have to register. So call real quick 919-688-8247, extension 110, and see if you can get in on that. Also happening tomorrow from 10 until 11:30, taking charge of my life and health. This is in the classroom where the local VA, Veterans Administration, it's a health coaching program for military veterans, their spouses, and caregivers, focusing on physical, emotional, social, and mental well being. This is every Friday through late July from 10 until 11:30. So definitely check that out. All right, let us rush over to the Let's Go page, and then I'll do the weather and then bring Barb on. Let me click on Let's Go, the calendar of events page. Let's see what's happening. Besides the end of Durham Senior Games celebration this evening at Holton. Let's see. There we are. Okay. That already happened. That already. Oh, let me tell you about the selfie studio. The streets at South Point Mall. They have the selfie studio, and this year they're having the color theory tour where you take the color theory quiz and find out what your inner color is. And then you step into the studio, and I guess they load in your inner color, and then you take a beautiful photo, like a selfie. And this is a great way to get a nice professional photo for your website, social media, etc. So take your friends, your kids, your family, maybe your teammates, and it should be lots of fun. It's every single day through Monday. That includes this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, from 11 until 7 at the Streets at South Point, 6910 Fayetteville Road. All righty, let's see. New Visions of Africa restaurant, 1306 Fayetteville Street. They're giving away snacks and meals to people in need. Let's see. The Narcotics Anonymous meeting, that is going to be today from 5 until 6 at Ebenezer Missionary Baptist Church, 2200 South Alston Avenue. This 12-step program is actually for relatives and friends of people who have addictions, and it's a way to get together and try to figure out various ways to help your loved ones. Okay, I tried to look up how to pronounce this gentleman's name, but anyway, Boxyard RTP, the outdoor venue at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54, they are featuring atmospheric soul music by XOXOK. I don't know if that's Shoshok, XOXOK, Hohok. I don't know. But he's a cool looking guy. I've seen his picture. I wish he would put the pronunciation of his name, but it's XOXOK. This is the Taking Back Thursday live concert series from 5:30 until 7:30. Totally free. Of course, you are always welcome to buy food and beverages because you're surrounded by restaurants as you sit in the audience right there in front of the stage. It's a beautiful outdoor venue. They've got this big overhead protection from the bright sun and whatever. So you should enjoy that. That's going to be this evening from 5:30 until 7:30. Okay, now North Oak Academy, I think is still under construction because I think I saw where they were building it. But they're hosting their kindergarten information meeting. This meeting will be at the First Presbyterian Church downtown at 306 East Main Street this evening from 6 until 7. Learn about their kindergarten program and also Kinder Camp. So they want you to click to register so they can know how many people are coming. So I'm sure they want to pass out brochures and whatnot. The Mint Beverage Company at 312 Blackwell Street, over there by the ballpark, Suite 103. They're working with the Durham Art Guild to put on an art swap. That's going to be today from 6 until 8. This is where artists and art enthusiasts meet, make connections, create your own opportunities and partnerships. It's for art lovers and artists. It's totally free. You do have to click and register so they'll know you're coming. That's going to be, again, at 312 Blackwell Street at Mint Beverage Company, and that will be from 6 until 8 this evening. The Fleet Feet Pony Run is this evening. It starts at and returns to Ponysaurus Brewing, 219 Hood Street, from 6:15 until 8:30. You can choose either to run 3 miles or 5 miles, all depending on how good you're feeling today. It's a free event. Party of One, they're going to have their free line dance class. It's going to be this evening at the W.D. Hill Recreation Center, 1308 Fayetteville Street, starting at 6:30. Now, this is a big jazz event. Kate McGarry, vocalist, Keith Gantz, guitarist, and Gary, I hope I say this right, Versace on keyboards. They will be appearing in concert at the Sharp Nine Gallery. That's over there by Fayetteville Road and Martin Luther King Parkway. So the music starts at 7 o'clock and tickets are $30. I guess 10 for each great musician. So I do have a link, so you can click on the link, get your tickets. Now, tomorrow morning, line dancing with Jitterbug at the IR Homes Senior, also known as Campus Hills, Recreation Center, 2000 South Austin Avenue, from 9 until 10. It's a $4 class fee. Counterculture Coffee, a great way to hang out with other people who love coffee, 812 Mallard Avenue. Tasting at 10. You get to sample all the different coffees that they have. Let them know how you feel about these coffees. Talk shop from 10 until 11. It's a free event and they have their own parking lot. The Salvation Army of Durham, they have Free Food Friday tomorrow from 10 until noon while supplies last. They give away food, groceries, hygiene items, sometimes even pet food. So join the line. I know the need's still out there. The line is might be pretty long. The last time I was there, it was pretty long. So just try to be there before 10 if you can. If you have a photo ID, a current one, see if you can have that. For some reason, they need to see it. Maybe it could be if the grant tells them to serve Durham County. So maybe they just want to make sure that you're local. So that's going to be tomorrow from 10 until noon. All right, I think that's it. Let's see. Oh, one more thing. The Friday co-working and networking social is going to be held at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one that is downtown on Foster Street, 545 Foster Street. So from noon until 5, freelancers, remote workers, entrepreneurs, people who usually work in isolation are invited to come in, bring your laptop, your phone, set up shop, do your work around other people so you don't feel so lonely. So you work from noon until 4, and then at 4 o'clock, they break out and have like a little get together. So you get to meet your new coworkers, make new friends, maybe form a partnership or work on something together. You never know. All right, and that is from noon until 5. All right, and put my iPad down here and open my weather app. Let's look at some weather. Let me get my little intro together. All right. Okay, the weather forecast has improved. Thank you. I didn't want I hate getting wet. When you go to the uh, Durham Senior Games finale at Holton, of course, you don't want to get rained on. So it looks like we're not going to get rain until after 10 o'clock. Ooh, thunderstorm, 10 o'clock. Okay, so right now it's 76. It is partly sunny. Fully sunny on Cap Street, not going to lie. Going up to 82, that's more like it. Going up to 82, yes. So it'll be sunny until right after dinner time. Then it will be partly cloudy, or partly, I like to say partly sunny. And it looks like there's a 20% chance of a thunderstorm at 10. And then, oh, is that it? So chance of rain between 10 and 2. And then it looks like tomorrow is going to be cloudy with thunderstorms tomorrow with a high of 77. Let me see if it's going to. Okay, so my weather app only goes to 24 hours from now. And it looks like there's no rain tomorrow morning. So it's going to be cloudy though. So, okay. This weekend, 71 cloudy Saturday, 73 cloudy Sunday. And next week, rain every single day. Wow. So if you've planted flowers, you're going to have a beautiful garden real soon. So let's bring on Barb. Let's see, dynamic scene. Let me see, add to scene. Am I doing this right? I am, yes. Okay. Now click on transition. Yes. Barb, you're with us.
Hi, how are you doing? It's
I'm
been a
doing,
while.
yeah. Let me take a sip in your honor of sweet tea.
Okay.
So how are you, Barb?
I'm doing great. Thursday's my busiest day online. And I have a
Ooh,
live coming up at 11. And I thought, oh, it just came up on my news feed that you were going live. And I thought, oh, I'll click on it and see if she's still there just so
oh
I can
yeah.
say
Yeah,
hi.
11, 11 for you. Is it? are you 2 or 3 hours behind Eastern time?
To when it's 10 for me, it's noon for you. But
Oh, okay. So it's almost showtime for you. Okay.
yeah, in the next, well, 30 minutes. We aren't going
Yeah.
to talk that long.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
I
what's
think I
what's new?
I think I'm in Facebook jail. Imagine Barb in Facebook jail.
What
I
have you been
can't
up
I,
to?
I can't post reactions to any posts or comments on my profile in my groups.
Oh, wait a minute.
And I Googled it, of course,
Mhm.
actually, see what was going on. I found a site that went because just recently a lot of folks have been experiencing it, and I really think it has a lot to do with their unleashing of the AI. Is how it all came about because there's no way if you are in jail, it's
Mhm.
because you have posted reactions to the tune of 5,000 in one day. In one day. Not even me. I tell you, I've gone through the math because I do have, like, I have always vetted my friends. I have over 2,500 friends, but and I know they're not robotic accounts. And I know that the largest percentage of them are living. That's
I
another issue
certainly hope so.
as we get older. Um, I only post reactions just to let folks know that I have actually seen them, you
Hmm.
know, and seen their posts. And so it's whatever's coming across. Hey, hi, Roxanne.
Yeah. And,
Whatever's
and,
coming
and also
across
hi,
my
Monica.
news feed.
Hmm.
And so I don't get it. Then I was told the other reason it could be is because of Facebook app updates.
Hmm.
But just 2 days ago, when this all started, I did have a major system update on my Samsung phone. And on that
Okay.
same day, both Instagram and Facebook had major updates, those apps. Um,
So it's a glitch. It's really just a glitch.
and I did within hours of having that first notification. I used Apple phone for login,
Hmm.
and I could my uh, reactions registered, but then an hour later they did not. So I don't know. I haven't
So,
figured it out yet, but it's interesting because as we
hmm,
get older, especially, it is a matter of who's who's left up there and trying to be active because we
yeah,
know that posting reactions is a clear designation. You want to see that content, 'cause
yeah.
that's how it's determined what comes up in your on your profile and in your groups. So
Hmm.
I'm totally clueless today, but it is interesting about the psychological impact that's had. I've
Oh,
been online, um, since the '80s, and I just thought, because and as you do get older, you wonder where is everybody,
yeah, I see.
So it's crazy. So anyway, it's all good, and my husband has gone to play golf, and I'm stuck here with the corgi kids. And
Oh,
like I said,
wonderful.
this is the day when I have lives back to back. And I
Hmm.
just had a 30-minute break, and I saw your thing come up, and I've had trouble seeing yours because
Yeah,
I had messaged you, and I said, "Are you still doing it? What is going on?"
yeah.
And so I
Well, actually, yeah, I had actually taken a break because I went to Chicago last week, and I tried to do my show. I think I did. I might have done one show, but when you're at someone else's house, everything just gets topsy turvy. Because you just have
right,
to follow other people's schedules, and I think
exactly.
so. I apologized in advance actually before I left town to let people know. I apologize. I probably won't be doing the show because I'll be having too much fun. I did have a lot of fun. I did.
So, what is your schedule coming up? Because I thought you had mentioned the last time I was with you that you were changing. Uh, when you were streaming or including different programs or something, you had talked about the
Oh,
Hangout, making it separately. So I just was kind of
well,
wondering what the update is from your end.
still working on that. I want to bring back TV Skywriter, which used to be on Sundays, but because I don't know if it's well, Zuckerberg admitted that he throttled um, all of the or most of the news sites, and my numbers were down so much that I actually quit doing my show, TV Skywriter, which I used to do on Sundays. And I figured, even though my audience is really small now, I want to bring that back. I just and I'm thinking what I might do since even with Bull City Hangout, most of my views are after
Replays, yeah.
the replay. So I'm thinking I might do TV Skywriter, which is like my interview show, um, at my guest convenience instead of because Sunday is a good day for a lot of people, but not everyone.
Uh huh.
And some people don't want to give up any of their weekends because they have kids, and I understand. I wouldn't want to be stuck in a front of a computer if I'm 9 to 5 in front of a computer and trying to keep the kids at bay and the dogs and cats and the spouses and everybody. So I think I'm going to do this show at my guests. What a good time is
When
for.
they're convenient, when
Yeah,
it's convenient for them.
since
Yeah.
most of my views are after the fact anyway. So,
Yeah.
but Bull City Hangout, I was going to experiment with. I think I'm going to keep it at noontime though. I think, and Roxanne is saying people don't
Hers
watch.
live. They don't
Mine.
watch hers live. See, there's
Okay,
another one there that the
okay.
Pope has been voted in. So who'd we get?
Yeah, actually, I was really excited when the announcement popped up on my phone during my show, and I tried to see, but they said they're going to announce the name later.
Oh,
So
really?
I don't know later. I don't know when that's going to be, but I'm sure a lot of people are on pins and needles. So, and a lot of people don't care. But it's interesting to me. I'm not even Catholic, but I grew up in a Catholic neighborhood, so I'm just really curious to see who's going to be the next pope.
Yeah.
I always think that's very interesting. And of course, Chicago being a very ethnic town,
Yeah.
um, I remember when there was a was it John Paul? He was from Poland. Boy, did that spur a lot of excitement in Chicago.
Hmm.
Boy, and he toured in Chicago. I remember there was a parade for him down Michigan Avenue. So news about the Pope, at least in places like Chicago, which can be very Catholic depending on the community. Yeah, it's always a kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
So I'll be checking the news probably every hour or half hour to see if they make the announcement because I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's just interesting. So.
Well, I am going to switch on Fridays. I'm going to add a live that I didn't do previously.
Ooh.
That's on Facebook groups that it's for TJ's, basically for his community. But I'm also going to stream it to YouTube Unlisted.
Oh, unlisted.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I can anybody who has the link can watch it. But
Mhm.
so that I can actually share that in groups just to try it out to see how it works. Because Sean Cannell of Think Media, he streams our weekly sessions, our Friday sessions
You
on
do?
there unlisted also.
So why is it unlisted though? I mean, because
Well,
you don't
that's for
have.
an exclusive community. That means they have to be connected to you, see,
Oh.
some way. Like if we're in a group together on Facebook and I shared that link, or if
Mhm.
we were friends on Facebook and I shared that link on my profile,
Mhm.
that those people who are my friends, if I'm just sharing it with my friends, they're the ones that have that link. Of course, it would be out there to the public had I put it on public view somewhere.
Gotcha. So are they still able to make comments and stuff when it's unlisted?
Absolutely. And they're like, and I don't, we could test this app, but in the app that I use primarily, that's a competitor to this one, as you know, um, that one we can see the comments for sure.
Okay, but
So I would think so.
there's probably no notifications because it's unlisted, right? You don't get the benefit of notifications.
It comes through just like any other YouTube that you're,
Oh,
um, when we stream to YouTube and the comments come up,
hmm,
whether it's listed or unlisted, that feature works. I mean, we can,
oh,
so whatever the comments are on that platform.
okay.
So that's just
Oh,
that's
nobody's
just the
never done that. Okay.
technology process there. So yeah, you're still good. Uh,
Oh, actually, oh, you know what? Way back in the day when I was doing TV Skywriter on Google plus Hangouts, if I'm not mistaken, they were, I think at first they were unlisted because I would edit it and then list it,
mhm.
which was not good because it messed with the algorithms pretty badly.
Well, that's changed. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I follow Think Media, and that's one of the reasons I invested in his what was it $2,000 program, which was lifetime access some time ago,
Mm-hmm.
years ago, and it's definitely more than paid off. But he's doing, because they do a lot of testing when things like shakeups from one vendor to another takes place. They do a lot of testing, and knowing that home base is always on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing because their people are running tests all the time.
Okay.
So I was very comfortable with that. So I'm going to try it anyway. Um,
Sure. So
make
that's going to
after.
be Fridays.
Yeah,
On,
I'll let you know on as far. I'll let you know privately on
okay.
that one.
Oh, right.
I'm I'm not I'm
Right.
not streaming it for an educational reason, but I will say you can share videos in EVMux too, can't you? I mean, like as a screen share, I could share a video from YouTube.
Yes, I haven't done it yet, but yeah, you know
And
what?
we can test that because,
I need to test
into
that.
different audiences, because just like you said, it gives you the opportunity when you do that, it gives you the opportunity then to edit it and determine what you can share live. What Sean taught us is you don't share that same, just don't turn the one that you did unlisted live,
Mm-hmm.
edit it, name it differently, you
Mm-hmm.
know, name it focused on whatever that video is,
Okay.
and then share that as a new video because that's after the fact. And so then when we stream it
Mm-hmm.
live within our other live, in our real live, and we
Mm-hmm.
stream it again as a, when we're doing a screen share, then
Mm-hmm.
that becomes part of that content too. But it's not confusing YouTube.
Interesting. I wonder if you have ever talked about this or experimented with the fact that some people do a live stream, or even when they do pre-recorded. I mean, not a live stream, but like a regular video. And then I noticed they will take snippets and make it a short,
Yes,
just
you
like.
can do that. I don't know if you can do that in EVMux, but in the application that I use, you definitely, it automatically through its AI determines where they need to be cut. I mean, you can change where they're cut, but in a matter of seconds, it can create shorts for you.
Actually, Evie just made that available as a
Great.
feature, and I need to play around with these features.
Yeah.
I really do, because it's so interesting. Like I'll watch a live stream, and then I'll notice that they later took out a snippet, like of a hot
Mhm.
60 seconds, and I'm like, that is real. Although I don't think I've ever seen them. Maybe they're not trying to promote. Maybe they're just trying to present a hot minute. But I thought it would be helpful if they would put the link to the full video. But
Yeah.
I rarely see. I don't know if that's allowed.
It is, but that there's all kinds of marketing opportunities we have, but it's,
Hmm.
we're all content creators, so it's how to make the most of the content that you've generated.
Hmm.
So I think that's what I'm doing, and my lives are helping a coach start from scratch in building her presence on Facebook through Facebook groups and page, and then the website, the whole thing on that. So
Hmm.
over a period of time. And
Hmm.
so that's what we're going to be doing. But I know that that content would be valuable to, you know, various parts of it be valuable to other audiences. So,
Sure. And I've actually seen people take the sponsorship announcement part of their show. Some people have
yeah,
sponsors,
yeah, yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
then they'll make it, and it's like a commercial. And I don't know if that's really a good thing. I'm sure it's helpful for the sponsor, but I don't think it's helpful for those of us who watch a certain show for the what they call content, because that's not really content. It's really just an ad for somebody else. So I don't know if you agree with that, but I don't think that's good for us viewers. But I'm sure it's good for the sponsors.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
am going to, I'm going to have to leave you because I've got
all
like
right,
2 minutes to showtime that I've
okay,
got to deal
okay,
with that. But I'm so glad to catch up with you, and let's try that out sometime soon. You've got my information, and we can connect.
ooh, yeah,
Those are good
there's a couple
ideas.
of features we need to check out together.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Okay,
take care and have a great weekend.
thanks, Barb. You take care
I'm
now. Okay, bye bye. All righty. So I think that's it for the show. Let me check the weather again. I do want to thank Malachi. I just saw you was it last week already? Yeah, at Lion Park. And also Roxanne for watching. And let me give an update on the weather. So it has gone up to 77. I think it was 76 when I gave the weather report. Not sure, but it's 77 right now. And the high is going to be 82. Super awesome. Now let me see. Okay, still the same. So it'll be sunny until right after dinner time, if you have dinner at 6. And then, same. Okay, 20% chance of rain, thunderstorms at 10 through 2 a.m. Tomorrow, a high of 77 and thunderstorms. But it looks like if we're going to get a thunderstorm, it's going to be after noon. I don't know how much longer afternoon, but there you go. So high today of 82, which I enthusiastically welcome. And with that, we make sure there are any more comments. Thank you, Barb, for coming on the show. Thank you for being here live and to tell us that the new Pope will be somehow announced soon, Roxanne and Malachi. And Roxanne is saying, I thank people at the end of the show. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's fun. It's like giving people props and shout outs. And it's also a very pleasant thing to do, which I really enjoy. So thank you for being here live. And folks, if you need to learn about epilepsy, definitely follow Roxanne at Seizure the Day NC YouTube channel. Of course, she's also on Facebook. But as far as the videos, because she has a show, Roxanne has a show. She interviews the most interesting people. I don't know how she finds these guests. They're really excellent, interesting people. So even if you're not interested in epilepsy, still watch her show because she interviewed an artist who is blind but is an artist somehow, and a person who paints color. Wait, does music with what was that, Roxanne? They do music with colors or something. I forget. But anyway, really, really interesting people with amazing talents and skills. So let me line up my outro. And you are more than welcome, Roxanne. And of course, whenever you want to come on the show, you're always welcome. We've enjoyed Roxanne on the show several times, so you can always visit us whenever. And with that, have a beautiful day. I got to get ready to go to Holton. I know it's not for a few hours, but I'm going to get there early and do some setting up. So I'll see you tonight at Holton if you're coming to the Durham Senior Games finale, the end of games ceremony at Holton, 401 North Driver Street. Other than that, I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.